Michael, it's time for your Do You Know question of the week. And now you came into this episode and you're like, hey guys. And we're like, hey Mike. And you're like, dude, I really, really, really like my Do You Know topic this week. I think you guys are really going to be blown away by this conversation we're about to have. So what is it?
Do you know how a platypus gives birth?
That's not actually your topic, is it?
If it is, the answer is it's the only
Immaculate conception.
It's the only mammal that lays eggs, if I'm correct.
Holy shit.
If
Is that
I'm
interesting?
correct.
I don't know. I just made that up. But that sounds pretty interesting.
I may be totally janked
Holy
up.
Santa Claus shit.
I totally might have just spewed nonsense. I don't recall.
I don't know where are we recording right now? What is that?
Anything, but that sounds pretty fucking interesting if that's true.
For some reason, that fact popped in my
That's
in
a
my
fact
brain.
for something. I don't know if it's
There's some
platypus.
truth to that.
Holy Santa Claus shit.
What is that from?
Step
That was
Brothers.
fantastic, Kevin.
Some Step Brothers.
Yeah, it is.
Like 95% of my
You said
quotes.
Kevin.
are
You
from
said
Step
Kevin.
Brothers.
I said Step
Or a
Brothers.
Will Ferrell related film.
I don't need to look at Kevin to say Kevin. Mike, take two? Or was that it?
You can do it, buddy.
Are we not talking about that?
Platypus?
Yeah.
I mean, what's there to say about the platypus?
It's a mammal that puts out eggs.
It's a beaver duck.
And that was the 4 podcast this week. You can subscribe to our channel.
No, all right. It's not really like a do you know, should you know, but like just like what's your pet peeves?
You pointing
Nick.
at Brandon.
Do you know what irks you?
You just said you don't irk me.
I've-
Nick irks me.
I have a big 3 and a little 2.
I know.
A big 3 and a little 2. Number 1, nipples. Number 2,
No,
nipples.
no.
Number 3,
No, those don't count because
Me.
those are like direct. Like you're totally trying to get me angry. I'm saying like
That's
pet
a pet
peeves.
peeve, though.
No, it's like if I punch you in the face, of course you're gonna be mad.
it's not a
but-
pet peeve. You
That's what I'm saying.
fucking idiot.
That's what I'm saying.
You're so fucking stupid.
The big
sometimes, man.
3 things that upset
Trying to
me.
make it on his list.
My big-
you know what I mean?
My big pet peeves in life with me generally is being hungry, being tired, or as similarly to Brandon, being hot. My 2 social pet peeves, I guess you could say, like for me, something that really annoys me when I have this is smelling bad or having bad breath.
You're a full-blown racist if one of your pet peeves isn't your nipples.
I can't call it a pet peeve because it literally
Why is he classified as a racist?
Yeah, first of all, that doesn't know. Second of all, you can't call it a pet peeve because I literally just get angry. Again, that's the equivalent of punching me in the face. Like you're gonna get mad at that.
That's a fucking Nick.
It's not a pet peeve.
Nick.
A pet peeve is something that's a minor nuisance.
Nick, if
like
a
you get annoyed at
if
it.
your pet peeve isn't being anywhere remotely near your nipple and or your areola area,
Thank you for using.
I
the
don't
word
know what a
areola.
fucking pet peeve is.
A pet peeve.
That does seem like a pet peeve to me.
That is 110%.
Let's look up the you have your phone out.
Yeah, I'm
let's look
doing
up the
it,
definition of a pet peeve because
motherfucker.
to me, my
Where did
interpretation
where
of a
did
pet
the
peeve.
phrase pet peeve originate from?
I'm not sure.
It's Danish for pets.
No, but
Where
honestly,
the fuck did that come from?
my interpretation of pet peeve is something that annoys you that isn't necessarily controlled, but it sometimes happens, but it's a nuisance.
Yeah. The definition.
You literally just described someone
touching your nipples.
accidentally touching your nipple. And
Yeah.
you just...
Well, if it's an
accident,
accident, I'm not going to get mad. If I know
So
there's
it's an
intention,
accident.
if you go for it, I'm going to be very angry. Even if you didn't mean to upset me.
A pet peeve or a pet aversion is a minor
aversion.
annoyance that an individual identifies as particularly annoying to himself to a greater degree than others may find.
Yeah.
That's your fucking
Yeah,
nipples,
that's
dude.
a dead-on definition of nipple touching.
It's more than an annoyance. It's
But see,
an anger.
my confusing thing for you is that you love the areola so much, but
No.
you hate your nipples being touched.
There's no logic to that.
Literally, almost every time, I'll put the footage up. Before we record, Nick's like, I love areolas. Can we talk about it on this week's Talk Time? I said, Nick,
There's-
no, we can't.
There's
Dude,
zero
we can't
footage
have that
of that.
conversation.
Not damn big old orangutan titties.
Areolas.
You're definitely a pet peeve, at least.
Nick, you're not one of my pet peeves.
What are your pet peeves?
Yeah, what are
Mine?
your pet
Oh,
peeves?
Jesus, do I have a lot.
Country
Mine-
music.
Yeah. No. When I boil it down and I think about all the pet peeves, it's, stick with me, because people like to call me a hypocrite for this one, but it's my number one pet peeve. I don't like people infringing upon other people's, like,
You are such a hypocrite.
personal space or enjoyment, right? This is the thing. You jump to call me a hypocrite. Why? Because I do that to you?
One, to be annoying. Two, realistically, when we have conversations, would you rather, sometimes you'll shout that my opinion is wrong. That is a direct infringement on my ideology.
That's a fact. But listen, the pet peeves comes from, you've accepted the social contract that we're friends, so you've
We're not
accepted that.
fucking friends.
You're here in person recording an episode. You've accepted the social contract. Strangers. I'm talking about strangers. When a stranger infringes on my personal comfort zone,
Okay.
beliefs, comfort level, fucking anything, I don't think I bother anyone who I do not know. I will bother the fuck at all of you because I don't fucking care. You signed a social contract. You're in my presence. You've obviously signed up to be around me in a personal setting. But when people are just outright rude to me,
Yeah.
what the fuck did I do to you?
Yeah.
We've all had bad days. I get that. You're allowed to have a bad day, and I try to give people the benefit of the doubt.
But still, you shouldn't
But
be
it's
taking
not
your bad
fair
day out
to
on
me.
someone.
It's not fair to me. You can pocket that shit because I've pocketed that shit before. I've been guilty, as have fucking we all, I'm sure, of giving shit to people at some point who probably didn't deserve it.
People I love, it's easier for me to be short with when I'm very, very, very
Absolutely,
frustrated that I
yeah.
can't control it. But I don't think a random stranger, I don't think I've ever, like...
Oh
been
no, I've
that-
never had a fucking
yeah.
outburst on anyone, but that's my number one pet peeve. I don't like when people infringe on me because I know I don't for you.
Yeah.
There's one thing I learned in fucking elementary school is what is the fucking phrase that they always
Golden
tell you?
rule.
Yeah.
Do us to others as
Treat
you-
others how you want to be treated.
That
I
works
fucking
too.
followed that motherfucker to a T. I did one thing right in school because I don't think I bother anybody.
I mean, you offend my eyeballs, but...
That's fine. You signed a social contract to deal with me and look at me, so fuck you. So that's my number one pet peeve.
Yeah.
Very
seriously.
close behind that, wasting time, and this causes a lot of problems in my personal life. I don't necessarily know why I hate wasting time. I think I just want to do so much, which is why I don't like wasting time. So if anything wastes my time, even the slightest, if any type of disagreement, any type of argument, any type of conflict, it's so easily avoidable, I completely lose my goddamn mind because I'm like, this shouldn't be a thing. We are wasting not my time, both of our times we're ever involved in that conflict. We could be doing other fun shit.
If you probably spend so much time worrying about how much time you're actually wasting. That
Oh,
you're
I'm
wasting
sure.
time
Yeah.
thinking about how
I'm
much
sure.
time you're wasting.
I'm self-aware, but it's like at the end of the day, I still feel like they're all preventable. The preventable ones.
Instead of just enjoying whatever situation
Enjoy the ride.
you're in.
And I certainly enjoy the time I'm wasting because it's not wasting time.
Exactly.
Next, fucking bio and
The
Xbox.
best quote ever.
But those are my
What?
two.
A wise man once said.
Time you enjoy
A wise
wasting
woman
and isn't
once said.
wasted.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was a
When
I
woman.
you're
did not know
wasted.
that.
Isn't that the quote?
Another pet peeve of mine:
All right, Asher Roth.
drinking alcohol. Guys, I was just joking. I'm so fucking silly. Mike, what's your pet peeves? It was your topic. I don't. Hold on. Can I guess your pet peeve?
I don't think you're gonna guess it.
People who tout religion as being equivalent to morality.
Well, yeah.
Gotcha.
Kittens.
Nope.
Okay, Aaron, continue.
He doesn't look like someone that would hate kittens.
Mike fucking hates cats.
Blocked.
People fucking going slow in the left lane and sitting there. That is one of my
That's
biggest
fair.
pet peeves.
All right.
See,
well,
that is an actual pet peeve, and
No,
I can get behind that.
mine are actual pet peeves.
All right,
To me.
infringing on our
I didn't even talk
ideologies.
about driving because
That's where all my pet peeves are.
yes, but I feel like that's almost its own category. I get yelled all the time by my girlfriend who'll be on the show. I'll fucking out you. She yells at me all the time because we'll be talking on the phone in the car and I'll fucking honk, honk, honk. I will fucking honk at you. Listen. Are you listening, Nick?
I don't want to be, but I am.
If you are going to threaten my life while I'm behind the wheel of a car, you will receive the honk anytime I think that's an actuality. I don't fucking care. That's the point. Why would I not honk?
No, yeah, if your life is
If
in
you're
danger,
coming
no, but-
at me, why would I not honk? I'm not saying I'm never not guilty of taking another's life. It has to happen, right? That's the odds. But if you come at me, honk.
There's a thing with honking, but there's a thing with the swiftness with which you honk. You are
I'm
always ready to honk.
I'm ready to go.
I am
don't-
almost never ready to honk.
Yeah, I don't think I've honestly ever honked in my car.
That's fucking absurd because I've honked at least 17 times in the past week and a half. You come into my lane, honk, get out. This is mine. We've established this is my property for the time being.
I
It's
think
all-
I take the more. Yeah,
I'm very
probably-
defensive.
Huh?
Very defensive driver.
I think I take the more offensive approach
Really?
to it.
Oh,
and
absolutely.
Probably more dangerous.
Me too.
No, I pretend that everyone is an idiot and that if I'm not careful, they'll bump into me. So I'm just
Well,
constantly
yeah,
on the
most of the
lookout.
time you don't have to watch out how. I mean, this sounds really like fucking like, but like you don't have to like watch out how you're driving. It's all the other people around you. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
more or less. I mean, I start to get paranoid if someone's like parallel with me, or like even a little bit far, because like maybe they don't see me in their blind spot. Maybe they're like right there. They don't see me.
You're
There's-
afraid they're looking at you, like picking at your nose. And
Oh,
stuff.
nothing like that.
You
I
love
mean,
the game Pikmin, right?
Pikmin's a phenomenal
I
game.
love
Yes,
that game.
Never played it. Nick, what's your
What?
pet peeves?
I already gave the list of my pet peeves, and you infringed on my ideology, telling me
Kevin,
they
what the
weren't pet
fuck are your
peeves.
pet peeves? I don't know.
Kevin's pet peeves
He
are making
hates when
decisions.
the Eggos are
I mean,
burnt in the
that's
morning.
not
Given.
that's not a pet peeve. That's
It's a way of life.
that's just Kevin.
Am I right?
What?
You hate when the Eggos are burnt in the morning.
I don't know if Kevin's ever had a waffle before.
I have had waffles.
Kevin's never had waffles.
waffles. I have had waffles.
I don't know if you've ever talked about a waffle.
Freezer burn on your ice cream.
Freezer burn is awful. It's an awful thing. Freezer burn is also bad on waffles.
Yeah, it's really bad. Makes them all soggy when you cook them.
Yeah.
I had my first brain freeze, to which I cried.
Oh my god.
And it was last week at Bahama Breeze. I had a Bahama
That's-
Mama.
How did you never
fucking-
had a brain freeze?
No, I had a brain freeze. But Mike, have you ever had one that made you fucking tear?
No.
This one, I think it went up into my retina, through my clavicle into my brain.
Clavicles down here.
You literally rubbed the side of your head saying clavicle. Do you not know what your clavicle
Say
is?
my name. Anyway, I got such a bad brain freeze that I began to tear at the bar, and I was in such pain.
Wait, no, hold on. Because you would call out anybody else for that. What is your clavicle?
Mike, you broke your clavicle on my front lawn in fucking 2007.
Okay.
Wake the
So
fuck
why'd you
up.
point at your head?
I was itching.
yeah.
Itch. Clavicle. Anyway, sorry, Nick. I had a really bad brain freeze recently. I just wanted to share it.
Yeah, I got you. I was very close to my house.
Were you
Bahama.
talking? I just transferred it to
think-
you.
We were waiting on Kevin's pet
Oh, yeah,
peeves.
Kevin's happy. Sorry.
What bothers you? What irks you?
See, I mean, I know I have
Pet peeves?
pet peeves. I have trouble coming up with them.
When someone doesn't
Well, when
ready up.
I
in
know them
Rocket
when they
League.
happen, but well, I'm usually that person that doesn't ready up. But there is something recently that has been irking me, and it's like it's seeing all this crazy, especially on Twitter, just like this crazy negativity that people like. They're so
The mob
Quick.
mentality.
they're so quick to just
Yep.
like if something happens, just freak out and bash whatever the hell
Or
it
just
is.
like,
Instead of just, why does everyone need to have such a sudden, stupid reaction to something? Just stop.
it's so insane. It's just like, it could be the most perfect video of just a puppy doing something. And somebody, there's no way in chance in hell that there's not one person that will say something negative about the video.
I think my next topic's going to be on it, but I don't know if you guys heard recently, but HBO has announced a new show. As well as I can't forget, I don't remember the other network, but the HBO show is called Confederate, and it's from the guys who have done Game of Thrones.
Mhm.
And in their show, it's what if the South won the war and slavery existed still to today.
Hmm.
And I think of that, and I'm like, wow, that's fucking cool. because it's fucking fiction.
Yeah,
and it
no.
doesn't fucking exist.
The game Wolfenstein is literally
Yes.
that. It's Nazis
So
winning.
what people did last week for the episode of Game of Thrones,
tell me they petitioned
go,
something.
it was the #1 trending hashtag on Twitter in the US and #2 in the world, which was no Confederate. Because everybody, all that came out about the show was a fucking synopsis. That's it. There wasn't a trailer. Now, if they came out with a trailer and it looked racy as fuck, and it didn't look like it was doing its job as being a piece of fiction and just telling a story, but it came off as disparaging towards the fucking material, fine. All that came out was a synopsis, and it was the #1 trending hashtag on Twitter. Fuck off. I can't deal with that. You're bringing up a shitstorm about a topic. I get it's sensitive material, but it's fucking fiction. Where does the line stop if you can't have a fucking fictitious story about alternate history?
Well, don't get me wrong. I'm on board with you. I mean, it is fiction. Yes, I agree. But we are also talking from the side that wasn't affected by that. And it's very difficult for us to put ourselves in their shoes and see what they would feel seeing that. You know, imagine if you saw hundreds of years of your ancestry, like, all right, we're going to make a profitable show about the other way, even if it is fiction.
And that's fine.
And I'm with you. Again, I don't think it should be a big deal, but I can understand where the anger comes from.
And that's fine if someone has a direct connection.
Yeah.
But I will go out on a fucking limb to guarantee you that that's maybe 2%.
Probably 10%.
I don't believe
the African American population
I
in the
don't
country.
believe that. It was that much more than fucking 2%. It's this fucking bandwagon fucking mentality that
there's
it's
definitely
fucking,
that.
It's a mob
Yeah.
mentality. Let's go fucking attack this thing. Because why? Because HBO is on fucking top right now.
Yeah.
So Game of Thrones, everyone fucking loves it.
Mm-hmm.
Besides you two, because you guys are stupid.
They're
Let's go fucking attack the show. Let's take over the trending hashtag instead of it being about Game of Thrones. Let's fucking try to get the show off the air before anything was released on it. Besides, I think it was 84 words were released. Let's fucking shut this shit down before it even has a chance to exist. Fuck that. Where's the line? So now we can't talk about anything that was ever.
Well, they wouldn't.
I'm not
they
saying
wouldn't
this-
even be able to shut it down just for the fact of freedom of speech.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
HBO had to release an apology statement because of that. Are you fucking kidding me?
They chose to. They didn't have to. They
They
chose
felt
to
obligated
be,
because if they didn't, then it's a whole other conversation.
yes, but doesn't mean they were forced to.
They're just doing that because they still want to make money. They don't want to lose money.
Yeah, we're gonna
So
pocket
they're-
this because I want to talk about freedom of speech on my next episode.
On your next episode.
Yes, because I'm up, I believe. I know my pet peeves. Does anyone else?
That's a big one because I've noticed that recently where I'm scrolling through Twitter and I just get like super mad.
Yeah,
when
I hardly go on Facebook anymore.
When I
can't
see
stand
stuff
it.
and I'm just like, why are you freaking out? And like, I don't
Freedom of
even
speech
know.
is coming in
It's so
hot
ridiculous.
on the Foreplay podcast. Does anyone else have any pet peeves? Anything else they'd like to talk about?
When
Driving's big.
somebody uses up all the toilet paper and then doesn't put a new one on the fucking thing.
Someone uses
No.
at the end of anything
No.
and doesn't replenish it.
No, you're missing the whole
Oh
problem.
wait, I have wait, this is one that actually irks me.
Go
and
ahead,
it just-
because mine's about toilet paper.
It's when you have that family tube of toothpaste. When people just squeeze at the very tip when there's all that shit at the back, instead of squeezing from the back to the front, they just squeeze the top.
I
and
can
to
appreciate
flatten
that.
it.
And if I had time, I would have.
say it's rolled the wrong way.
Thank you. I would have a laundry list if I did that. That's on mine. But if you, first off, use the end of the toilet paper. You don't put it. You're a fucking asshole. I don't care how good you could fucking. We talk about curing cancer. You could be the fucking guy who cures cancer. If you didn't put the fucking toilet paper back after you were done, you're a fucking asshole.
Yeah, that's
it.
basically that. Just comes down to laziness.
You're saying, and unless you live in your own apartment, fine. You do you, boo boo.
Yeah.
I don't fucking care. Even worse than not putting the toilet paper back, putting it the wrong way.
What does that even mean?
that is not worse than anything.
Putting-
maybe to you.
Instead of it rolling down, it's rolling from the other side.
Yes, it's rolling from underneath.
Yeah.
It needs to roll up and over the top like a fucking normal person.
Unless you have
What do you
a
mean
cat.
up and over the top?
From the top, it rolls down. It doesn't roll up. It doesn't roll up.
What does that even mean?
He's saying
It doesn't roll from underneath.
He's saying
Why do you even give that any thought at all?
Kevin.
he's saying he'd rather pull if he's at the toilet. He'd rather pull.
No,
the
I
roll.
know what
Yeah,
he's
okay.
saying. It does.
Than like that.
It's something that you don't need to worry
no,
about.
it's the biggest deal.
Because when you go to rip, it rips weird.
What?
It just pisses me off. I don't fucking know.
Either way, you go to rip it, you're gonna rip. It's gonna still roll more than you want to rip.
more easily
No.
from the top.
What?
Kevin, as someone who
Who's
enjoys
a
their
literal
time,
engineer.
who enjoys their time in the bathroom as an engineer, I feel like you would be the king of understanding my problem.
What in here?
It's hot.
Toilet paper is a huge thing.
Oh,
it
I
needs to
actually
be done
saw
the right
today
way.
on Reddit that they had Trump tweets toilet paper. It was toilet paper with Trump tweets on them.
We've been
I like
pilfered.
that.
Try to time the trademark.
After giving it more thought, it probably would rip easier coming down.
See, thank you. Pay attention next time you wipe your ass.
But also, what I was gonna say is, if you have a cat, you do it the other way. Because cats with the normal over thing, they grab it and then you have the whole roll on the
That's a
ground.
fucking cartoon. You're thinking of Garfield.
Nope, they do it.
Mike's fucking stupid. That was our episode of the Foreplay Podcast, special episode 40. We've done 40 weeks of this. Technically 41. Mike's itching. He's sweating. He's got work in a few hours.
I think
He
we're all
literally has
sweating.
work in a few
I've
hours.
lost 5.5 pounds recording this episode. My head shiny. We did After Dark for episode 40. Episode 50, Nick's gonna fucking puke. 'Cause we're gonna get
touch his
fucking
nipples.
It's my
splattered.
birthday.
Yeah. We're gonna fucking hold you down
And put some clamps.
If
right
you-
on your fucking
If
bitties.
you think you could hold me down,
We're gonna connect him to a car battery.
Taken. That was Foreplay Podcast episode 40. Subscribe to our channel, youtube.com/foreplayvideo. Go into the description of all of our videos, like and follow all of our social media pages. Let us know what we're doing right. Let us know what we're doing wrong. We'll be back next week with another episode.
Cut.
Thank you guys for watching or listening.
Please subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/foreplayvideo.
if you like what we're doing, make sure to smash that like button.
Be sure to share all our videos with your friends so we could continue to grow. And we'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.